Hello there, I'm Isabel, and today I'll be drawing an original character. In my last video, I designed and built an entire doll from scratch. It was super fun to make, so I want to try designing another character, and if I like the design enough, I also might make it into a doll. We'll see. I'll be using my iPad and Procreate to make my illustration. The brushes I use are in the description. So, let's get started. First off, I'm beginning by drawing a rough sketch that I'll refine later on. I didn't really have a clear idea in my head of what I want this character to look like, but there was a few elements that I wanted to include, or at least try including. Since it's February, drawing a Valentine's Day character would be fitting. But I don't necessarily want to draw a Cupid, but maybe something with hearts, like a heart theme outfit or heart accessories. I think drawing a very cutesy and fun character would go well with the heart theme. Another element that I want to include for this design is big chunky platform shoes. I really love it when characters have exaggerated leg or feet proportion. I think it makes the design super fun and cute. And that is exactly the vibe I'm going for. In general, I really like art styles that play around with body proportions and create very fun silhouettes and shape. It's something that I would like to push more in my art style, but today I didn't go too crazy with proportions, just a little bit more than I normally would. For her hair, I was inspired by Sailor Moon's hair, but made the buns into heart-shaped braids. And yes, this is very much inspired by the fact that I recently finished watching the Sailor Moon anime for the first time, and I quite enjoyed it. Her hairline was drawn into a sort of V shape, which makes her face appear like a heart. The pigtails are cute, but do you know what would make these even cuter? Dividing it into sections. But no, not round sections, no, hear this. Divided into heart-shaped sections. Isn't that a great idea? And it's at this point that I decided to add as many hearts as I could to this design. I made her hair even longer and it looks so stinking cute and fun. I love it. For her outfit, at first I wanted to go for a Harajuku Decora style. If you're not familiar with it, it's a Japanese fashion style that is characterized by a lot of bright or bold colors and lots of accessories. In the end, I chose to keep it simple since I want the visual focus to be on the hair. And making a doll that has that much accessories would probably not be very beginner friendly. One day though, I will make a Decora inspired doll. I just gotta level up my skills first. I then added a bit more frills to the skirt and move on to her legs and shoes. Like I mentioned earlier, I wanted to draw big chunky platform shoes, so I did. I had a bit of a hard time drawing them, so it took me a while to get the shape right. I tried looking for references, but didn't find any that really matched the angle or style I wanted. But meh, I tried and I think it looks okay. I think most artists will agree that hands and feet are some of the hardest things to draw. But for me, I think shoes are even more difficult. I would probably benefit from doing a few drawing studies because clearly I need a bit more practice. Now I'm gonna refine the shape of the arms and hand a bit more. At this point, I felt that her face didn't really match with the rest of the drawing, so I redrew it. And while I'm at it, why not make her mouth heart shape? And her irises too. It's probably clear at this point that I was not gonna stop there, and added even more heart sections to her pigtails. And that brings us to the grand total of 28 hearts. At this point, I was satisfied with my sketch, so I made a new layer underneath to add colors and set the sketch layer to multiply. To color in my drawing, I'm just using the default gouache brush in Procreate. I'm going for a more traditional and messy look, but I will clean up my drawing a bit more later. I chose a bright pink for the skin, then a baby pink and purple combo for the rest of her hair and outfit. I did try adding in green at one point, and I didn't hate it, but I wasn't loving it either. Now on to the finishing touch. All I need to do is clean up my lines and refine the shapes and colors a bit more. What do you think? Should I make her into a doll? I think her outfit would be fairly easy to do, but the hair would probably be more challenging to make. I would probably need to thread a wire through the pigtails to support the weight, and I'm not entirely sure how I would go about the heart sections. But you know what? That will be a problem for future Isabelle. Also, feel free to suggest a name for her. I was thinking Valentine, but I don't think that's super original. Also, I currently have a sculpting project in the making that may or may not involve a famous Italian plumber. It will be out on March 10th, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.